Don't listen to your sensei. Recently, I came across a video of young lady saying that she can handle a man, she can disarm them, control them, because she is doing Krav Maga for 6 weeks. Which the host of the podcast said, "Oh, hey, we've got another guest here. You can try on him, you can choke him out. Just do the rear naked choke, and he's gonna try to take you off his back." Obviously, it didn't went very well, and she done a poor attempt of doing a rear naked choke. She was so petite that she was hanging on his back, and he just literally pulled the hand, turned around, put them on the floor or a chair or whatever it was, um, showing that her belief system was wrong. Obviously, it is not her fault. She's been convinced by a coaches, instructors in Krav Maga that she will join that course and she's gonna be winning everything, unbeatable, and she can handle herself. And this is the situation where you don't listen to your coaches, you don't listen to your instructors, you don't listen to your sensei. We see that across the board in every industry. Now you get fitness, you've got health, anywhere that people selling you a quick fix, cutting corners, and within the week you're gonna lose weight, you're gonna gain muscles, you're gonna be a programmer, you're gonna be martial artist, you're gonna be athlete, and whatever wish you want to have, there are people who are selling you the dream of really quick fix. Unfortunately, things in life don't work like that. And if you are looking at things and thinking this is too good to be true, most probably it is. And this is the problem for karate, where you're going into the dojo and you see the advertising and it says, you're gonna be a sport fighter, you're gonna be self-defense instructor, you're gonna be relaxed, you're gonna be super fit, you're gonna be super happy, whatever the claim is. If all of those claims are on the advertising, that means that probably the coaches don't do everything within that frame. It is just a way to get you into the dojo. Um, if you come in and the people tell you how great you're gonna be, you're gonna in 2 weeks you're gonna be competing, you're gonna learn jiu-jitsu, you're gonna be able to submit people, you're gonna be able to disarm people with the knives, with the buttons, whatever the claim is, it's untrue. In 2 weeks there's no way you're gonna learn all those things. You might learn the concepts, you might learn some techniques, but in order to be able to effectively use them, it's gonna take you probably longer. So this is a marketing strategy to get you in dojo, pump you up, motivate you to work. Hopefully, within the training, you're gonna realize that it's gonna take a little bit longer, and it's gonna be worth the effort in the long run. There's no quick fixes in martial arts, and in this position, you should not listen to your sensei, coach, or teacher. If they claiming that you're gonna do and master something in 2 weeks, this is not true. And use your critical thinking, test the stuff. If you enjoy the environment, if you enjoy the class, and the coach tell you that we're doing Krav Maga, we're doing a BJJ, we're doing a Kappa, whatever it is, karate, and with those techniques in 2 weeks you're gonna be able to defend yourself. Just do critical thinking, do some testing, grab your partner, say, come on, resist a little bit, and we'll see what's gonna happen. And then you're gonna learn really quickly that it is a little bit more to it than 2 weeks, twice a week in a gym, in a dojo, training with a couple of people and doing a prescribed movements, because fighting or attacks on the floor or attacks in the life or attacks on the street, competitions, it's a dynamic environment where people actively resisting and trying to hurt you or win. And unfortunately, the stuff that you've been practicing in a compliant opponent or on a pads or a meets and whatever kata you've been doing, it doesn't translate into the activity. You actually need to do the activity to get better in activity. So if you went to a karate school and you've been told that this application of the kata gonna help you on the street, but you never practiced it with on a resisting opponent. You never sparred on a session. You just done 6 weeks of training twice a week or once a week, as is now the very popular kind of hobbyist approach when people come in once a week and just try to feel better, lose some weight, do some martial arts, do some punching, do some kicking, just for overall longevity and fitness. And they are being fed the information that you're gonna be a great fighter, you're gonna be master in this defense. It's kind of harsh reality, and I don't wish you to learn about it in like in case of that girl where she was recorded and now it's out there, millions of people seeing it, millions of people taking mickey out of her, which really is not her fault. It's the fault of the coaches who fed that information to her and kind of brainwash her. It is a bit of a like a cult, right? You get that information, you get the reinforcements, the group is on board with it because there's people training there who think exactly the same thing, that I'm gonna be able to win within my 4 6 weeks training, and they kind of everybody reinforcing their own group that all believes in that way, and they don't go outside to train with other people, see other martial arts, see other training programs, speak to our coaches, and they kind of have that consciousness in the group that yes, we are the killers, we're gonna be able to win with everybody. And unfortunately, going outside to other gyms, other groups, crushing that reality. Ask me how I know. I've been there. I've been in a karate for a long time. On the beginning, in the kind of 90s when I started, the culture was that our dojo is the strongest. We are the best karate. Kyokushin is the best. Shotokan is the best. But I was fortunate to have a coach that always encouraged me to go to the different gyms, try stuff. So I went on the beginning when the BJJ was starting in Poland, had a good success because I was doing wrestling. So I thought, well, I don't need that. But it was just I've been in a gym that didn't know what they do yet. They were just starting to learn. So we all been beginners. Now I'm in a gym with professional BJJ guys, coaches, and unfortunately, on the floor, it's very difficult thing to do. I'm learning, but if I didn't go somewhere else, like wrestling, I wouldn't learn that my karate needs to work better. I need to try harder. I need to test it. We introduced since then a lot of sparring, a lot of testing, gamifying, just doing everything that we can learn better. Speaking of, we're trying to introduce now the ecological approach, so kind of teaching people just like kids learn walking, so without too much instructions, but allowing them to do within the cost constraint system. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, I'm gonna have a podcast this Friday coming out with Josh Peacock from Combat Learning Podcast, where he is kind of a promoter and believer in the ecological approach, and he was explaining to me how that things work, and I done a little bit towards that methodology in our dojo anyway, so I'm going to be trying to progress in that, so the learning through doing instead of through the instruction and repetition. But going back to the sensei and the fake belief system, it is very easy to fall for that because we're going into the dojo. We're hoping to get quick. We're hoping to get learn really fast to defend ourselves. Everybody's saying that self-defense is simple and quick to learn because you've got certain amount of moves, which is very true. You can learn those moves really quick, but the application process under stress is a totally different ball game, and you need to practice that. And need to practice that in different environments, more stressful environments, testing stuff, and you have accept that it's not always gonna work, right? You can be a very capable person, but if you're gonna be a surprise and somebody's gonna jump on you, you might not react the way you learn. You might be overwhelmed, you might be shocked, surprised, and you're gonna lose that fight. So just be mindful. Don't take everything as a gospel from your teacher. Um, use critical thinking and train, enjoy it, whatever you're doing it for. Have a clear set of goals in your head. If you want to be a sport fighter, go to the gym where they do sport fighting. If you want to be self-protection expert, go to the people who teach that professionally. If you want to be a longevity, maybe go Tai Chi, whatever, karate, whatever you want, but find a club that have a really defined structure and is clear with you what you can expect, what you can do, how it's gonna work, and don't sell you the bullshit that tomorrow you're gonna be next Bruce Lee. It's not gonna happen like that. It's take time, take hard work, and you're gonna have to invest a lot of time into getting those skills. So yeah, think critically. Don't listen to your sensei all the time, and see what you can find, see what you can learn, and I wish you the best.